So I gave you guys the October patch, the October update information, and I just finished watching Dice's live stream on Twitch. And let me tell you guys, after watching that live stream, they basically gave you all the information that I gave you guys in my October patch video about a week ago. However, there are a couple huge bits of information that are really just groundbreaking and something that a ton of Battlefield players have been asking for. Something I kind of touched on, guys. Right now you're going to really want to watch this video. I'm going to keep it as short as possible. So I just want to share a few things and then those two awesome epic things that we found out in that live stream. If you haven't checked out that live stream, I'm basically going to give you everything you need to know, so you don't even have to check it out. In my past video, I gave you everything that they basically touched on in that live stream yesterday, because today guys, we are getting the patch, the October patch for Battlefield 1, and I'm going to give you guys what else that I didn't speak of in that last video, what else DICE have added. And I mean, this is absolutely huge. When I'm at the end of this video, you're probably going to tell me down below, you're probably going to be like, Rumpspanker, this is freaking awesome, this is huge. So very quickly, I'm just going to run through very briefly a couple of the things that don't really matter as much, very quickly, just to tell you what I didn't address in that past video. So they added a press or hold button for bayonet charge. I don't know if I told you guys about that. So basically, as soon as you let go of the button, if you set it up properly, you'll stop the bayonet charge. You won't be running in a circle around somebody yelling, ah. You won't be running around them in a circle. You can actually stop the bayonet charge by letting go of the button. They've also added an ability to squad spawn now in the planes outside of the play area. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but outside of the play area, you would not be able to spawn on planes until they flew into where the infantry play area was available. They fixed a spawn bug where on Brusilov Keep, players would spawn into fire and immediately die. They have removed vehicles from the Back to Basics game mode. That's basically the game mode that's basically the World War I, no fringe, no frills, bolt action rifles game mode. They've enabled barbed wire damage on the map Galicia near the flag D on Conquest. They added pre-ending round music to the end of Frontlines games, which a lot of times at the end of those Frontlines games, you'd be playing the game and be like, yo, why did it end? What's going on? Because you didn't hear the music. The match was actually ending. They fixed an Operations game mode crash. They fixed an issue where female war cries were heard on Operations game modes by the German and the Austro-Hungarian teams, which is weird because the Russian Women's Battalion of Death is actually the only place where we have a female player in Battlefield 1. So to hear female screams was a little questionable. Now that stuff aside, right? Oh yeah, also one thing that I found really huge, where server admins will now have the ability to move players across teams for matchmaking, and there was a bug where you could get switched mid-Frontlines round with no warning, and no warning at all. And now that's actually been fixed as well. So all that aside, everything else I've already given you guys. Now let's get into the juicy information about Operations, guys. The Operations game mode gets two crazy big changes. Now, if you're sitting on the edge of your seat, you should be, because one of these changes is going to have to deal with the Operations server browser today. But let's get into that very quickly, guys. Number one, the 40-player option is now removed in the Operations game mode. The reason why they did this is they want to make sure that the servers are getting filled. What they explained in that live stream is that the 40-player option somehow increased the amount of time it was taking to get people into Operations matches that were populated, and then increased the time it took the matchmaking to take effect, and it increased the chance of players getting into empty servers. And that meant that more options for Operations are available to everyone, because they are now all in one match, all in one round with 64 players, where the big Operations game mode should be. Here we go, guys. The information that you've been waiting for. Operations will now be in the server browser today. That's right. In this patch today, Operations will be in the server browser. So for those of you like myself who've been having a hard time getting into populated matches, that time should well and enough be finished. It should be over, because now you can actually go to the server browser and find the operation you want to get in. There will be the game update and then a user interface update, and then you will be able to see Operations in the server browser. The matchmaking for joining the server operation is still available, and in theory we should join populated matches now more than before with that option, but it will still now be your option if you want to press that button for join any operation, or if you want to actually go into the server browser. So like I said, guys, this update arrives today. Maintenance will start at 7 a.m. UTC. That's today, October 12th, with up to about 2 hours to push out everything. So there's going to be some downtime, so just keep that in mind, guys. But hopefully you've liked that information. If you have not seen, like I mentioned before, if you have not seen the video where I explain everything in detail, I'll post a link down below. This is just the second part of that, explaining the update is today. Look forward to that. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 4,000. That's 4K subscribers. It's your boy Rump Spanker. I'll catch you guys on the next one. And until next time, I'm out of here.